This episode was recorded while Sky was a part of the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. She has since started her own podcast, which can be found on Instagram at Beats and Brews Pod. We wish her the best of luck in this new venture.
Hello, everyone. We're Sky and Michaela, and today we welcome Horizon to the Soundtrack of Our Lives. They're going to talk to us about the band, how they started, their journey through the pandemic, and where they hope to go in the future. We're glad to have you guys with us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. Welcome. So we would love to hear from you guys, how you guys met and how do you guys decide to, start a band?
Yeah. So myself and our guitarist, Julian, we met through Craigslist right before anything of the pandemic happened. Mm-hmm. We started out because we just wanted to make jams, you know what I mean, in the garage, not do anything crazy important or whatever. But him and I had been friends for a while before that, and then we decided we would just start to play music just for fun, and then somehow that turned into actually writing our own stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, yeah, this is gonna be so great, it's gonna be fun. And our first show, the city shut down. Mm-hmm. And so the pandemic happened. Yeah,
it's good timing.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we were like, well, we lived in Arizona at the time, and we decided after kind of just not doing anything for a while kind of it was all still bad, we moved to Colorado, and that's where we found the rest of these guys.
Yeah. Okay. I like that you said that you guys met on Craigslist, you said.
Yeah, all of us in the band met through Craigslist.
I was like, that's so sketchy. I've heard so many horror stories about people.
Would it be funny if I was just a serial killer?
I don't think
it's funny is not the right word.
We tried to meet everybody in coffee shops. We were we're not gonna go by ourselves. Yeah. We'll talk to them first and then meet them there and then go from there. Just so that way we were trying to be as safe as possible. That way if we got any
not get murdered.
Yeah.
That's always a plus.
Yeah. That's the goal. That's bare minimum in life, right?
I love that he said, wouldn't it be funny? I'm like, no. Actually, I don't think it would be funny.
Wouldn't it just be really silly?
Pretty goofy, if I was
just a silly, goofy mood.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. So
yeah,
he might still be one. He's just waiting for the right time.
That's what I do in my free time when I'm not doing stuff for the band.
So
I feel like this is only funny if you're into true crime podcasts and shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we listen. We actually do listen. When we were on tour, we listened to. There was 2 podcasts that we listened to. Mostly, it was
Murder Mystery. Well, no, who was the
My Favorite Murder?
My Favorite Murder, that one.
And
A Short History
of. So we listened.
They're both good ones.
Yeah, we were bored, and we were after listening to music all night and our ears were kind of ringing a little bit, we were you know what, let's just chill, let's listen to some podcasts.
Let's just chill listening about people getting murdered.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's interesting.
Yes. Yeah,
and it teaches you how to not get murdered.
Yes, especially when it's done when it's done respectfully. I know there's some podcasts or shows or whatever out there that are just
super gory and
and
really
disrespectful to people who are not about that. So
yeah, definitely. Well, I'm glad you guys were nice people and you did not get bored.
Yeah, worked out for the best.
So far.
Wait,
I'm gonna put a trap. Anytime when we go on tour, I'm gonna start sleeping with one eye open.
Yeah, well, you made it fine for 10 days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so where did the name come from? What was the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, so we originally had a different name that none of us like really liked. We just did it through basically like a band name generator.
It was
kind
like
of deal.
one of those Wu-Tang Clan name generators.
Yeah.
Or something.
Okay.
And so we just like had that name, and that's what we were like going with for a while. And we decided that we like super didn't like it and didn't really like kind of like the tone that it set.
Mm-hmm.
And so we ended up like posting on social media, on like TikTok and Instagram and everything. We had narrowed down, I think we came up with like,
it was like a list of like 200 like names that we thought of
that were like, oh, this is not bad.
Yeah.
Or like friends that we would ask were like, if you could name a band, what would the name be?
Yeah.
You know?
So we compiled a list of like 200 names. We narrowed it down to like 16, and then we like started posting like, you know, which one on social media, like vote for your favorite one.
Yeah.
And we just let like our fans and stuff like choose essentially. So
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's how we came up with Horizon.
yeah.
I like it.
So we didn't come up with it. It was like, you know, all the people who voted. So
Yeah.
I think that the final two was Headspin or Horizon. And it was really close.
It's also funny that it was 2 H names.
Yeah.
For the final ones.
Yeah.
But we ended up I was like really happy. I think all of us towards the end, like all 5 of us, really, really wanted it to end up being Horizon. We were like, oh well, you know, we committed to this. If somebody else, if it goes another way, like it's fine. We'll like stick with it.
Yeah.
We committed to the bit, but we all really wanted it to be Horizon. So when it ended up like just narrowly like skoshing over the edge, we were like, yes.
Yeah. I think the main point of contention between the 5 of us was like, do we want it just like without the vowels or like with the vowels? Like, do we want to, you know, make it all capital or whatever? So
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like sometimes it gets confusing when people just see like
HRZN.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people say like, so like HRZN, that's a cool name. Like, no, it's Horizon.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
So yeah. So but I think it's easier than our old name to like remember. And say.
Yeah.
So
and it's kind of like the vibe that we want to go for too. Like with like a lot of our music and stuff like that, we try to like discuss like mental health and like, you know, trying to, I guess, make like a better like future is like our goal in life. So it's like, oh, Horizon, like things
a little optimistic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not super optimistic, just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just enough.
Just a little bit as a treat.
Yeah. That's how I usually like go day to day. Just a little bit of optimism.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so before you started the band, what was your journey with music? Like, how did you fall in love with it?
Oh.
If you know.
I don't think I've ever been asked that. That's a really solid question.
She's like, what? There was a time before the band?
I've never had a thought before this. I think mostly just I didn't really do anything on my own with music, but like my entire life. Like I just like loved listening to it, and I started writing like poems and songs and stuff like that as it was actually like a therapy assignment, as like a, hey, when you're feeling the big feels, you know, do this, try to like channel it into something else, you know what I mean? And so like that's how I started writing things. How did you?
I mean, I've been a music kid like ever since I was little. So like I played trumpet when I was like in the 1st grade or something like that, and then I was like in the marching band. I played jazz. I was in jazz band. I learned guitar when I was like super young too. The reason why I got into pop punk specifically though was I loved Godzilla as a kid. I had like all like the cheesy 70s like Godzilla movies on VHS.
Those are good movies.
Yeah, I mean, they're really campy, but like I was just super into it. And then there was one movie that they had Sum 41 like on the soundtrack. I was like, whoa, like this song's like really, it was like a huge battle scene with Godzilla and something. And like it was Sum 41 in the background. I was like, whoa, this song's like really cool. I looked it up, and then I like started listening to like Sum 41, and that's how I got into pop punk. So basically,
Thanks, Godzilla.
Basically. But yeah, like I've played like a whole bunch of instruments like because of school, and that's pretty much how I got into it.
Okay.
I'm just a huge nerd, basically.
So is the next tour sponsored by Godzilla?
Oh,
if we could,
we're gonna climb on his back. And actually he's just gonna carry
throughout like the whole.
Who needs a tour bus
when you have Godzilla?
Yeah. So that's gonna be our tagline for the tour.
Who needs a tour bus when you have Godzilla?
Save a lot of money.
Yeah. And it's fuel efficient, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
good for the environment.
Good for the environment.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Sounds about right. So do you guys have like a specific reason on why you write music or create music? Like, do you write songs about something specific? Is it something that is happening to you? Is it something that happened to a friend? Or is it just like something you just came up with?
Yeah. Like the primary, I think, is usually whenever like something is going on either with me or one of us or something like that, and we need an outlet to talk about it or whatever, especially for certain things. It's things that, you know, maybe they're kind of taboo or they're not really talked about with people. And it's like oh, well, you know, if I wrote this like when I was in crisis or something like that, or because something really, you know, not great happened, and I've kind of like tucked it away. If we decide to like actually make publish the song or something, it's like, oh, well, you know, just because this was like, you know, my innermost, it's like my personal diary, basically. Like, just because that was for me doesn't mean that, you know, it can't be useful to somebody else, you know, if we decide to like publish the song or like try to, you know, promote it, try to get other people to like listen to it. And that's, so I guess like, yeah, for me, it's my own experiences or like things that are going on in like the world at the time, or, you know, things that are just very personal to me. So
yeah. I don't know, because like, you know, Morgan writes like all of the lyrics and stuff like that, but like for the musical stuff, it's just like if I'm driving around, I have something stuck in my head, like I might go home and like play it on guitar or something like that. But in my opinion, like I think the lyrics it's more important, I guess, and it's something like people like pay attention to more. I know that, like it's weird coming from like, you know, as like a guitarist, and you know, I don't like sing and I don't like write the words. It's weird like saying that, but like at least from, and especially with mainstream music too, but like just from that perspective, I think that's like what more people would pay attention and like connect with more, right? Not really like going on in the background, but
I think it's like a solid, I like that we're advocating for like each other's like roles. I think it's like a solid, it's definitely like it's a combination, because the music like sets the emotion and stuff, and sometimes that's how it works too, is like they'll go and write like some music or something, like a riff or like a bit of a song or something like that, and because of like the tone that they set, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna write the words based off of like the feeling that this is giving, you know. So it's definitely a collaboration. It's not
well, thanks. Yeah.
We all sell ourselves short, so that's fine.
We're very self-deprecating.
So how do you balance like the personal stories that you're telling with making sure that, you know, you keep that bit of it to yourself? Because sometimes there are things you don't want the whole world to know. There's
some songs, like I won't in depth about it, but like our song Ophelia, it's very metaphor based. You know, like I never overtly discuss like what it's talked about, and I'm not sure that I ever would like forward come out and be like, this is what I wrote about, because it was, you know, a very personal thing. So I think it's trying to write a lot of it almost like nuanced, like having the like maybe metaphor-y or just based on like the feelings that the thing caused, not necessarily like overtly being like, this is the thing. And if other people listen to it, if they've gone through, you know, similar experiences, then they'll be like, oh my God, like I totally understand. Or even because it is kind of vague, people that maybe didn't go through the exact same thing, but maybe identify with it in a different way. Like maybe they went through something else, but they can still like listen to it and be like, oh wow, this like fits how I'm feeling or something. So yeah.
You talk to the rest of the band when you write something. Do they know what the song is actually about, or do you keep that to yourself?
Yeah, I think I'm super lucky in that, like, I know not all bands have this, but like we're all like they're my best friends and like the whole my dog. You see?
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's so cute. He's so cute.
Hi.
I'm trying not to get distracted by the dog.
Sorry.
I did. I got distracted by they're all like my best friends and like they know stuff that's going on because we all hang out and like we'll do like karaoke nights together or we'll go bowling or what we'll just hang out and stuff like that. And so when things are going on, not just for me but for them too, like if they're going through something, usually we like talk about it just because like we try to support each other and stuff. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty open with them about like the content matter, especially if it's like something where some days I'm totally fine performing it live. Some days I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. Like, I don't think I'm in like the right headspace to be able to like play this today, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it helps with them like understanding like where I'm coming from with that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
they're not like, but it's my favorite song. What do you mean? You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So, because you guys are all such great friends, how do you navigate the relationship of being a band, like having to make those decisions, like not liking the idea somebody brings or trying to tweak something? How does that work?
I think honestly, like because we are like as good of friends as we are, and we're all like respectful towards each other. Anytime something happens that somebody doesn't like, or it's not like what we're trying to do at the time, you know, we discuss that with each other, and we try to do like sit down conversations fairly often, also to like check in with everybody and be like, hey, like how's everybody's mental health, like are we happy with the direction that we're still going in, you know, because I personally manage a lot of the stuff that we do, like I guess the quote businessy side, like I run
Yeah.
our like social media and like
Okay.
book our shows and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know, am I doing okay? Is there something that I did that, you know, you guys are like maybe not loving or vibing with or something like. And I think because we do those check-ins and we are like honest but respectful, I think that everybody feels like it's like a safe environment to speak up if they don't like something.
Mhm.
Or and it also, because of that, it also, if somebody's like, I wrote this thing, I want to show it to you guys, they don't feel scared to not share it or to not get feedback or something like that, because they know that we're not just going to be like, it's trash, I hate it, get out of here, you know. So also
Yeah.
Stuff I write. No. No, it's very we you know, it's very collaborative and it's like we're a family, you know, and that whole like it's weird saying, like, you know, usually whenever you say like, oh, like we're a family, it's kind of like a red flag, like it's really creepy or like, you know, the culture is weird, but like
the corporate mindset,
yeah,
where you go into a
right.
job interview and we're
It's
like,
we're
Yeah.
a family, like no, like it's at least like for us, like it really does feel that way. Like it just kind of like helps everyone be open with each other, you know what I mean? So
and obviously like it's not like with any family or friendship or relationship or anything, like it's never 100% perfect, you know. Like just like your own friendships and your own relationships in your life, like there's always difficulties and stuff, but I think that just as long as like the communication is there and like the respect is there, like you're able to make it work, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you guys were talking a little bit earlier about how you started the band just before the pandemic. How do you guys manage to like stay together? Because that was a long period of time. It could have easily been like, yeah, this is not gonna work. We don't know when this is gonna end. How do you guys manage to do that?
So Julian and I, like originally it was just him and I writing music. We had other people that were like playing with us, but they were just more of, they were just hanging out and playing, not really like, they weren't writing or doing anything. They just wanted to play, wanted to like hang out. Thank you. Sorry. Our other dog, I don't know if you can hear him barking. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh. Brain died. Oh, so we were, you know, because we were friends and stuff like that, and it was just the two of us writing at the time, I think it was a little bit easier. And him and I both wanted to like go somewhere new and wanted to see different things. And because like everything was going on in the pandemic and we didn't have to worry about like meeting new people and worrying about stuff like that, like we were able to just be like, all right, well, we both want to move to a new state, so let's just go to a new state and like meet new friends and new people there. Like, why not? And then when we came here, that's when we met everybody else. But I think it was honestly like almost helpful having, not really like helpful having that time, because like it was a terrible, terrible time.
Yeah.
But like it was, I guess, like almost beneficial to have time to just kind of like not do. And it
Yeah.
was really hard on like our mental health and stuff with what was going on. But I think having that outlet really helped us survive the pandemic mentally and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
like having somewhere to like, oh, we have a thing, even if we can't go outside, even if we can't meet with any of our friends, even if we can't even like see each other like or hang out or whatever, at least we have something that we're like focused on and like working towards. And I think it really helped, at least for me, like it helped me like not just lay in bed all day and be like, what is life? So
Yeah, that's what I did.
yeah.
Over the-
Yeah.
yeah,
It was hard.
Yeah.
So going, off the mental health struggles that the pandemic brought, you talk a lot about that. How do you balance, writing songs about mental health and performing them with your own mental health?
Therapy.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't
good
take
answer.
medication, but
Yeah, I
you
take
know,
my it's very, if you do, what's the saying, like if you can't produce your own serotonin, store bought is fine. So, like taking the medication that I'm supposed to, going to
It's always
therapy,
good.
really, yeah,
yeah.
it's very, that's like very first and foremost. Beyond that, like it's mostly just like making sure that I'm constantly checking in with myself and making sure that I'm doing okay. If something is overwhelming or like I'm not doing well or like there's too much stuff going on, I try to be like, hey guys, I'm not doing great right now. I need you to pick up this aspect or something. Like I'm very lucky that everybody in the band, like all my friends they're just like very supportive and they're like, yeah, what do you need? And a lot of times I don't even have to ask because we do check in with each other and we do talk to each other. Like if we see each other not doing great, it's like, hey, how can I help? Like what can I do to like make things easier for you right now? And so I think that's very beneficial too.
Yeah, because like besides a lot of it, like being in a band isn't just like, oh, like we write music and then we play shows.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes where like we are like really, really. It's almost like a second job, right? And people don't really realize that, and it's like when you do have that much work to do and you are struggling mentally, it's like we sometimes like we have to take time off of just doing band stuff, or that's why we hang out, it's just to like not do anything music related. We just go to Dave and Buster's for a night or something, or like go out and get like food, and that's kind of how we like try to keep everything balanced at least, because we do like, even when we spend a lot of time with each other, like maybe like 50% of the time is probably not even like doing music stuff, like practicing or like doing covers or whatever. So
And also spending time like with all of our like significant others and stuff like that. We try to like make sure that everybody has time for their own like personal life too. Like, oh, hey,
absolutely.
I'm gonna like, I need these couple of weeks off or something because I'm gonna go
On a
do this
trip.
thing. Yeah. And I'm like 100%. I'm not ever gonna be like,
no, you can't go to like, you can't go camping or like whatever, like because we always want people to like, because people have lives outside of the band.
Yeah, and you got to take care of yourself first, because if you're not doing what you're wanting to do and you're not focusing on yourself first, then we're not going to be any good to anybody else, like especially if we're like telling other people like, hey, take care of your mental health and we're here if you need anything, but then we're not doing what we're telling other people to do.
We're not practicing what we preach.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like, talking about mental health and how you guys have struggled with it or all that, and the influence that it has in your music, do you feel like it has helped the people that listen to your music or your fans or however you call them?
Yeah. I think like I'd love to say that it does. We have had people that have like commented on videos or on our posts or send us DMs or something, and they're like, hey, I like love that you're doing this. Or like I had our full-length album, we had a song that we released called Better, and it was after one of my very good friends, they had lost their lives. And so writing that, and all of the money that we made from that song, we donated to like a mental health foundation, like the American Suicide Prevention. And people like posting about that, like, hey, sometimes we talked about, like, I don't talk about what the song is about, but then sometimes I'm open, like, hey, this is what the song is about, this is who I wrote it for, this is like, we're donating the money to this cause because it's like super important. And we've had people message us and they're like you don't understand what, like, seeing that as like somebody that's just like scrolling and struggling and like seeing something like that, how much of like a difference it made on like my day and stuff like that. And like, we also talk about, you know, because I'm queer and we have other members in the band that are queer, and we talk about things like that. And, you know, people, we had like hate comments sometimes from people because of things like that. But every time we get like a hate comment, I feel like we get like 3 others that are like, hey, I love that you did this, like, screw that guy, like, forget it, you know. Like, so I think that, you know, obviously we're still a tiny little baby band, but I think that it's the small response that we have gotten has been good, and it kind of like helps motivate us to be like, okay, even when things are difficult or this is difficult to talk about, like, it is important, you know, because even if like 4 people have said that this has helped them, like, at least it's like 4 people that we've done something for. And so it helps make it easier to write this stuff and play these songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how do you navigate the music industry as a band with queer members and represent, you know, the queer community?
Yeah, I think that, at least I think it maybe is different depending on where you're based out of. Like, we're very fortunate that Denver and like Colorado in general is like insanely supportive. And I think that was one of the things that we were really scared about when we went on tour, is because we do have people of color in our band. We do have queer members, like, and, you know, sometimes, you know, just because I don't know where my brain was going with that. So we were afraid, like, when we went on tour, if we were walking around in some places that maybe aren't as accommodating or aren't as friendly as like Denver is, what would happen. But we're very, very lucky that, and grateful that everywhere we went, everybody was insanely nice. Yeah. Like, even when we stopped in like the middle of nowhere, you know, driving around and stuff like that, like, we never had problems. Everybody was always super kind. And I think, you know, obviously if we had taken a different route or something, it might have been a little more difficult. But I think the great thing about where we are is, even if we were to go to states that maybe aren't as friendly to us because of like the legislation or whatever that's there, there's still other people there that, like, they're queer, they're people of color. They need to see other people like them in their cities, especially if they're like small towns, or you know, if they go to a show and they see people that are like them, it might give them like some hope, you know, especially if they live in a community that's not kind to them or isn't helpful to them. Like, if we're able to go there and like, if there's like one person there that's like, that doesn't feel heard or something, and we're like, hey, I see you, you're heard, I like you, like, talk to us, like, we're here for you, you know. We're very fortunate. I know that a lot of people don't have that luxury. And I think that's why we want to try to get out there as much as we can, because we do have that like privilege of living in an area that's very, very nice to us. Yeah. So yeah.
Do you guys feel like, obviously the times have changed, but do you guys feel like there's an actual difference in the, you know, being accepted as a queer person or whatever? Or do you feel like it's still very hard to deal with those things in the music industry, at least?
I think it's definitely getting better. You know, when we were like kids, it was just barely beginning to be like kind of talked about. It was still very much not really a thing, especially for like our genre. And this is like no diss at all to the other bands in the genre, because love them, like, literally like light of our lives. But a lot of it is like, it's predominantly like straight white male bands. And so, you know, not really seeing that growing up. But then as we've like gotten older, you know, there's so many bands now that have that representation, like Mimi at the Altar or Stand Atlantic. Magnolia Park also like has people of color in their band. And I think it's like really amazing to see now, the current time that we're in today, it's nice to look around and be like, oh my God, this genre isn't literally all just like one type of person.
Yeah, pop punk's definitely like a little more diverse now. So,
and it's really cool to like see that we do still get like really nasty messages or comments. We haven't run into anything in person yet. Knock on wood. So like we're grateful for that. I think a lot of it though is just people, there's just always going to be hate, but the majority is not that, you know. It's just there's always one person that's maybe really really loud, but there's 50 other people that are like there for you, they're compassionate, they're with you, they're feeling the same things you're feeling. So, and that's not even just like for people of color or queer people or, you know, anything like that. There's just, no matter who you are, if you are in some sort of spotlight in any sense, there's always going to be people that are like toxic. There's always going to be like hate comments. There's always going to be stuff like that, which like not great, but you know, you learn to kind of drown that out. So
okay, yeah, I think one of the first bands I remember seeing that, I mean, I feel like they still kind of passes white men without being necessarily white was Pierce the Veil. You know, Vic Fuentes, I think he's Mexican, or his dad is Mexican or something.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing them and I was like, wow, he looks like different.
Yeah.
From like an emo kid, like a regular emo kid. You know, he's a little bit darker, not.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I just remember because he reminds me a lot of, I forgot his name.
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of like a like a little version of Vic Fuentes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, you're wearing a
that's a huge coincidence, right?
Yeah. I hadn't even seen that. Like
that's amazing.
That's so great.
I didn't realize you were wearing that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's a great compliment. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no. I was just thinking about it because you remind me of it. But I hadn't seen your shirt or anything. I was like, oh wow. So, I was like, I wonder if he likes them.
I do. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Thanks. I missed a bit of it, so I'm so sorry. But,
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
So you guys just kind of finished your first headlining tour. So how was that?
Amazing.
Tiring.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Both at this.
It's like you can't afford to be tired like on tour, because like you just have to like keep, like, you wake up, you get in the car, like you pack up all your stuff, you get in the car, you get to the venue, load in, do all the things. Like, I think it was like 5% like actually playing music.
Yeah.
And just like 95% doing other stuff. But
mostly driving.
But then like that 95% of like going to different cities and meeting new people and like eating really awesome food, like that part was like super amazing as well. But it was just like nonstop.
It was definitely tiring, and it was nice because this was like our first go, so we learned like a lot, and definitely like we tried to listen to our friends and stuff like that have been on tour before, and we're like, hey, like what advice can you give us, you know, how can we like take care of ourselves like while we're on the road, because you know, I think every night we got like maybe like 4 hours of sleep at like most.
If that.
Yeah, like it was because we would get out of shows, so we'd stay there, we'd support everybody, you know, hang out, meet everybody that we could, and then we'd go pass out and then have to get up at like 5 a.m. or something to go drive to the next state. But it was super amazing. Like I think that it's something that like literally, if that's like, I'm really grateful that it's not how it ended, but like if we had just like ended there, like at the end of tour, I'd be like, my life is complete. I'm happy. This is like the coolest thing that's ever happened. Like I'm good now. So, but
and hopefully like, you know, the next one will be a lot easier, but it's something like I've definitely want to do for like the rest of my life. So
it was amazing.
I was just gonna ask if you had plans for the next tour.
Yeah, we're shooting. We don't have exact dates yet. We are hoping for this like late fall this year or spring of next year. We're definitely going to be getting back on the road. We're going to be trying to make that more of a regular thing and head other places because we did like a little tiny little west coast.
Yeah.
Come on, East Coast.
Yeah, I know.
What
That's
does it
our
mean?
goal.
That's our plan.
Because so all of us, like literally all of us, are from the East. So I'm I'm from Florida. Like
I was born in Philly, and I know Craig is from
Connecticut.
I'm from Boston, so
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
We're all like we would love to like go back towards like where we're from.
Yeah.
And I know we also really want to do like a middle of the country tour, kind of like a nowhere like tour.
From like just like Midwest tour maybe.
Yeah.
But I definitely like going like on the East Coast. It's like it'll be a lot easier because you could just get to, instead of having to drive 6 hours each day, you could just drive like an hour.
Yeah.
And then you're like in the next major city.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'll be a lot easier. So that might be a good one.
Definitely.
some more sleep.
To next.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because out here it's you gotta drive.
Oh my god.
A lot.
Yeah, like literally like the nearest city from like Denver is, you know, like major cities, like 8 hours.
Yeah.
You know.
Albuquerque, I think, is like the closest one.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a lot of driving, at least for what we did prior. So hopefully the next one will be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans for new music that you can tell us about? Or?
We definitely have plans.
We always have plans, you know.
Like what are you allowed to say?
We are currently working on other singles. That's going to be kind of our focus for a little bit, is more individual tracks. Potentially next year, looking at doing more like a full length thing. But we definitely have more singles planned and lined up that I think people are they're gonna really like.
Hopefully.
So, yeah.
Or not. We'll see.
Or not, but at least it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got like for our last two releases with Wonderland and Death Row, like we got like really, really good reception from it. So we'll see, like, you know, if we continue going that direction musically or if we want to do something completely different. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Nice country album.
I keep saying to Morgan, we need to do a folk album. And no one wants to do a folk album, but that's okay. I will do it myself. That's all right.
Little solo project.
Yeah, why not?
I think we would actually like have a really good folk album.
Yeah, I think we should probably not under the. We'll do like one of the, what those because like gosh, who's the? I know that like Mark Hoppus from Blank has like a side project under a different name.
Like with the guy from All Time Low.
Yeah.
Simple Creatures. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and like a couple
yeah.
other
Well,
bands have like their own side thing. Maybe we'll just be literally the exact same band.
Yes.
With a
just
different name.
genre. Yeah. See, because if we make it big with the other name, right, and the other genre, then we could just focus on that, and then
They could go on. The separate bands could go on tour together.
We just like walk off stage
and then come back. Hey, what's that?
Well, we've changed clothes.
Yeah.
I have an accordion instead of a bass now, so I think that's a genius idea.
I think that would be hilarious. Like,
I know, right?
I'll put that in my pocket of ideas.
Yeah. I pitch Morgan like a million different things. She 99% of the time says no, which is fair because they're really bad ideas. Because they're like the worst ideas.
No. It's never really a no. It's just like a maybe not right now.
She always says that.
Maybe not right now. We write a folk album after we release 2 heavy songs.
Yeah, probably not, right? So, but anyway, yeah. So you know, our new stuff. Hopefully, it'll be good.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a section called like random questions no one wants the answers to.
Okay.
So yeah, we asked like 4 or 5 questions. We all try to, you know, give our answers, talk about it, and it's not music related. It's literally random questions.
I love it. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So the first question is, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed?
Close.
Exactly. If
yeah.
someone comes here and tells me they sleep with them open, immediately I'll just finish the interview.
Sometimes I forget to close them. I sometimes
You're
forget
like,
to close the
fantastic.
doors, but
No,
If it's like a forget, yeah, I don't know why. I think it's.
it's just
I just get.
no,
No,
no.
never.
How do you forget if you are literally looking at the closet and all the things that could come out of it?
That's true.
No.
That's true.
I have really bad anxiety, so
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously, if I close more doors, then I'm gonna be more safe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Less likely of a chance that you will get eaten by a monster.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with like your body out of the blanket. Gotta
Has to be complete like a burrito.
Yeah.
Like wrapped like a burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you can't leave your toes out. The monsters will like
Yeah.
munch them.
So I'm half Filipino, so
Yeah.
like my Filipino superstition says like I have to close the closet because there are like monsters.
Yeah.
I'm half Chinese, and that side of me says if I don't close the closet, the feng shui in the room is off. So I have two very superstitious and bad reasons to close the closet, but I do. Yeah, that's why. That is why.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes 100% sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad we all agree.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like me and my partner, we have a routine where we check that the door is closed, like and locked.
Yep.
We
Locked,
check that
yep.
the closet is
Windows.
closed. We check that the window is locked and everything,
Yeah.
safe. And then we check maybe sometimes under the bed that there's not monsters or
There we go.
anyone who
Yeah.
potentially got
Yeah.
inside the house. It's just waiting for us to fall asleep.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
then we can
It's
sleep
anxiety.
peacefully.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to.
And then you take something to be able to fall asleep. Sorry.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
I forgot to add that part.
Important, crucial step.
Yep.
One. Check.
Yep.
okay. What fictional workplace would you like to get a job at?
Fictional workplace. That's a really good question.
I low-key hate her because she's a TERF and a terrible person, but I also grew up with Harry Potter as like a very crucial part of my life. I would say would love to work at Ollivander's.
Yeah,
the
that'd be cool.
shop.
Yeah.
It'd be so freaking cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because they work with like dragon scales and like, I don't know,
Everything.
all kinds of weird
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, full send. Or the candy shop.
The
gosh.
twins shop?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the joke shop. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Honestly, any of the like little shops in there. Sign me up.
Oh, I feel like
I'm down.
even Hogwarts would be fun. You know, like once you get past Voldemort's era.
Right. You know, the whole like every year, like, oh, like someone's gonna probably die, you know. But
It's like BC AD, but instead of it's before Voldemort.
after Voldemort. After Voldemort would be pretty nice, but yeah. I would probably, what is it, the cantina in Star Wars?
Oh, nice, yeah.
I just think it would be fun to work at a bar in Tatooine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or be a musician in the cantina band.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Interesting.
Bet you, Sky.
I've been thinking about it. I'm just going through all the shows I watch, and I don't know if there's anything, like set. Like everything I'm thinking of, it doesn't have. Okay, I would said I would work at Star Labs with the Flash team.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That would be so sick.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
I'll do that one, definitely. Yeah. Okay. The next question is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Okay.
Is it something I do?
It's no. It's tricky for me. So I'm autistic. So there's a lot of little it's just a sensory thing for me a lot of times. Like honestly, it's gotta be like somebody chewing with their mouth open. Has got to be my biggest pet peeve. And it's just because of like the sound.
Yeah.
It feels like.
Yeah, you do tell me to shut my mouth whenever I do that.
Oh, well, it's just like, it feels like I have like bees in my brain or something. Like it's a nightmare for me.
That is very, it's like when you're eating, right? I don't want to see the mushy
Yeah,
food.
that too.
For me, it's not like the sound part, but like, that's not even like my biggest pet peeve either though. But like, I just don't want to see it. It's not
Yeah.
like really the hearing thing; it's just seeing it.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
You know, I love you, right?
Yeah.
Like with my whole heart and soul.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Oh
I'm scared.
no. Are we breaking up the band?
But whenever you blow your nose with the bathroom tissue,
Oh.
whenever you blow your nose with the bathroom tissue, and the little trash can is like right there, and you just throw it on. Like,
Listen, I tried to. Three of us live together. So there's like we have 3 of the 5 of us are roommates, and they were roommates. So I feel like our pet peeves are probably different. But listen, I want to like blow my nose, and then I want to like I want to like make a shot, but I can't because our bathroom trash can has a lid.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to just buy
Yeah.
a bathroom trash
Or
can.
we should for our bathroom, right? Hear me out. We get like a basketball hoop thing.
Okay.
And then I like dunk it into the trash can.
Would that help?
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. because what happens is I'm the one that ends up having to clean up like all of the snotty bathroom tissue on the floor. So but I love you. And that's probably one of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you guys?
Yeah. What's your
Mine
biggest?
is, and my sisters know this, and they still do it, is like when after they shower, because so we're up in Maine at my grandma's house, and we share a bathroom. They leave their clothes on the floor after they shower.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
sometimes they also get the floor all wet, and we all walk around in socks.
Oh.
So then you like go to pee,
Wet
and the
clothes.
floor is wet, and it's like,
Gross.
well, now my socks are wet, and that's disgusting.
Yes.
Okay. Nope. That is awful. That is just awful.
That feeling is valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So in your like, there's no like floor mats like in the
There
bathroom
is.
to, like
But they still
they
just
just
get water
somehow like
everywhere?
get water
Yes.
everywhere. Okay, cool. Cool,
Wow.
cool.
Yes.
So they're just menaces.
Yep, they are.
Okay, cool. I'm so sorry. That sounds awful.
I want to say I don't even know if this is a pet peeve, but I want to say that when I'm also, when we're in the car or whatever, there's always one of those guys that need to have a sports car or something. I don't know. Those cars that are like really loud, but then you see them and they're going fucking nowhere. Like like the speed, and then it's like, and then they're literally right next to you.
Yeah, like they go speeding, and then you catch up with them at the next red light, and it's like, cool. Like, why are you?
Yeah.
Why are you so?
And the cars are
where are you
like,
going,
and
bro?
the cars are like so fucking like it infuriates
so
me.
loud.
Like they're loud for no fucking reason.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
That's why we drive a hybrid.
Yeah, my mom's new car that's a hybrid sounds like a spaceship.
It's so quiet.
It just glides.
But my
And
issue is like, what if somebody is blind?
Oh yeah.
that is actually a very, very fair
Yeah.
criticism of like electric cars.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they
So-
still make noise, but I feel like if you didn't know that that's what it sounds like, I don't know.
Yeah.
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 No,
like,
absolutely.
and if there's a lot of things going on and you can't pick out like, a silent electric car coming by. Yeah.
Hopefully that's on the driver to not
To not kill a blind person.
pay
Yeah.
Well, to not kill a person in general.
Right.
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Just like not commit vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Ideally. Right. So,
Okay.
Okay. The next
those are all really good pet peeves.
Yeah. The next question I have is, what's your favorite useless fact?
Oh my gosh. There's too many.
Wow.
What?
I don't think I know anything.
Do you have a
Just,
fun
like,
fact
period.
that you like?
I don't Loki, I think I might just be stupid.
What about from all like the podcasts that we listen to?
Yeah, it could be about a murder.
Oh.
Or like from
They're just like all blanking now that I've asked that question.
Yeah. I found out that I listened to a podcast on female spies in World War II yesterday, and I found out that initially I guess they didn't want females in the roles of spies, but then by like the end of the war, like
They're all spies.
yeah, the majority of like all of the spies were females because they could, and it wasn't like people always think that like they're like super attractive or whatever, like women in these like spy roles, but they were literally like one of the most like notable ones was like a super old lady. One had like a leftover cough from like having tuberculosis, so they seemed like really just like people would the Germans wouldn't want to interrogate them because they thought that they had tuberculosis and they didn't want tuberculosis to spread, so they were able to just like get away when they were like captured and stuff like that. So
That's sick.
That's an interesting fact. Go women.
That is
yeah,
that is really cool. Yeah, I don't know anything like that cool.
I had to drive all the way to the Springs yesterday and I was listening to podcasts.
See, I gotta fill the 2 hours. So.
Yeah.
I don't think I know anything like cool or useless. Most of my facts are like, I guess, kind of like useful.
Well, what is it?
So like, you know, when you fill up your gas, you're not supposed to just let your little cap like hang off. There is like an actual like thing on the gas tank like flippy cover that you like put it in so it doesn't like scratch your car. So,
Oh damn!
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it's like most of the time it's just like stuff that like you just never knew.
I'd say that's useless. Like not in like a.
It's like day to day. Like for me, I don't care about my car enough to do it.
Yeah.
I just like. But if you like drive, like if you actually do care and don't want to scratch your car, you could just put it like hang it up.
That's what I meant by you. I didn't mean like it was like.
I know. Like for you, for like your car, you don't have to like fill it up because it's like
you just put it in.
Yeah. So,
Sky, do you have a fact?
Yeah, it's impossible to tickle yourself. I don't know how that's gonna help you do anything, but
and now you try. Well, it's because you're expecting it, you know.
So okay, and it's because tickling it's like you're laughing because you're scared.
Yeah,
so it's pain, isn't it? Pain.
It's because
it's like the same receptors as pain.
Yeah. So like when you're laughing because you like are. It's
like your reaction
you're to death
in mild pain.
You're like you think you're gonna die.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can't like your body's not gonna.
You can't really scare yourself like that.
Yeah. You're not. Try that.
Interesting.
What's your useless fact?
I learned the other day that you can't put ketchup on a car because the acidity will take the paint off.
Really? I didn't know that. That is crazy. So you're saying like if you wanted to annoy your neighbor or something, I don't know. Don't
put ketchup on the car.
Don't put ketchup.
I learned this because my sister's high school, they had senior prank day and kids did that and got in a lot of trouble because they didn't know.
Right. Yeah. So like they were thinking like, oh, we'll just put food on people's car to wash off.
Yeah. Well, they put hot dogs on antennas, which is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
And then like makes sense if you have hot dogs, you probably have ketchup.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds like a fun way to like. Okay, not fun. Once again, not advocating
property damage.
Don't do illegal things. But like instead of keying somebody's car, what if people just like squirted ketchup?
There we go.
On the side.
You just do a drive-by and you just have like a bottle of ketchup. So instead of
who's gonna stop you?
Instead of guns, we should give people ketchup bottles.
That would solve everything.
Exactly.
Honestly,
there we go.
Honestly.
Yeah. Ketchup fixes everything.
Ketchup, not guns.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our tour tagline.
Yeah. That's a good one.
He's gonna give everybody who shows up free ketchup.
I would.
We could just get a giant box of the like tiny little packets.
Amazing. Toss them out into the crowd.
Yeah. People get so confused.
Instead of like
they'd be like, what show am I at?
It's like, why am I
But we would do it. We would do it.
I would do it. Yeah.
One Halloween, we all dressed up as Mario characters.
Yes.
And I got a bunch of plush Yoshis, and I just had them in a basket, and I just threw plush Yoshis in the crowd.
I love that.
It was so fun. That was a great show. Yeah.
So I'm not against throwing random stuff into the crowd.
Okay. I have a last question for this segment, and it is tea or coffee?
Tea. Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday.
I think you would be neither.
I like both. Is difficult. I was a barista for like 8 years or some nonsense, and I worked in like all kinds of different shops, like specialty shops and stuff like that. So I'm a bit like, it's kind of like a red flag for me. I'm a little bit of a coffee snob.
Yes.
But I guess I'd go with coffee. I'd go with coffee.
Wait, what is
I'm a tea
what is
person.
what is the red flag?
That I feel like, because like I feel like people that are like, oh well, this is, or if you go to like somebody like at a brewery or something and they're like, oh what's in beer? I don't drink, so I don't know.
So okay, this is what
or...
happens every time we go to Starbucks or like a chain coffee shop. Or Morgan will order like her latte or whatever, and then she takes a sip and she's like, they pulled the shot too long, or like they didn't steam the milk correctly, or like because she's been pulling shots and steaming milk like basically her entire adult life.
Yeah.
So she knows exactly how it's supposed to taste, and she's right, because if you go to Starbucks, that coffee just tastes awful. Like if you get an espresso shot, it will taste bad.
I will say that I do drink Starbucks very often, so yeah. I can't diss that much. Like obviously it's not bad enough that I don't have it, but
yeah. And like she because like she knows what good coffee is supposed to be like.
Yeah, when we go to good coffee shops like that, I'm like, this is the best coffee I've ever had.
Yeah, like she'll talk about like how like the beans were like roasted or like stuff like she does know her coffee. She's very, very knowledgeable.
That's good. That's good.
For me, yeah, I grew up in like the South, so I love my sweet tea, and then as an Asian I just like hot tea. So
I think of black tea.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my favorite tea is Earl Grey.
Me too.
Best tea ever. So
yeah,
I basically have Earl Grey every day.
Oh, me too. I have 2 or 3 cups. It's not good, but
I had. So this is from this morning, or like an hour ago. Earl Grey, and then I had a cup of iced tea. Here's my little cold brew iced tea. So yeah, I'm just addicted to tea. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, I collect loose leaf tea. So.
Oh, we have like a million. There's like a really, really, if you are interested in getting tea, like literally from like imported from like China and Taiwan and stuff, there's a coffee shop not too far from us, and like they sell amazing. There's one called Uncle Iroh's Secret Jasmine, or like Secret Stash.
Yeah.
It's just jasmine tea, but it's like the best jasmine tea that you will ever have.
They have walls and walls and walls and walls and walls of like tea, like loose leaf, like canisters that you just like you scoop and pour it wherever. Like it's
insane.
Like hundreds of different kinds of tea. It's crazy.
Yeah, all like imported.
Down in the Springs, if you ever go to Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you're a coffee person? I
am a coffee person. I mean, I do like tea, and sometimes I drink tea, but if I have to choose, I would go for coffee.
Nice.
Fair.
Okay.
I'll
even split 2 and 2.
I'll drink both, but
I don't like coffee.
No.
Too bitter for me.
Yeah.
That is fair. It is.
It's because they're roasting it wrong.
I'm telling you. Fun. Okay, here is actually a useless fact. You know this one. Starbucks purposely overburns their beans so it's all consistent in every store. So Starbucks, like, is in order to have like quality control, they'll just burn the shit out of their beans.
We're gonna get a freaking cease and desist
from Starbucks.
Is it really? Did they really?
They will.
No. Thankfully, we have not. No.
No.
But they do. Yeah, all their roasts they're not actually like the roasts that they're supposed to be or whatever.
Okay.
Everyone, we're gonna get like unfollowed, blocked by every person who
loves Starbucks.
Like Starbucks. So I drink Starbucks like all the time. I drink their refreshers.
Yeah.
Okay, those are good.
I love those. Like the strawberry acai. Literally, I'll drink that every single day of my life.
Yes.
Like so. Like I said, no diss.
Yeah. I mean, I think I kind of like their cold brew. It's not the best.
Oh yeah, their cold brew is good too.
But it is good.
Yeah.
I think most of the times when I go there, it's just for cold brew.
Yeah. They have that like sweet cream or whatever too.
I do like the cold foams. The cold foams are pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
I just get their iced tea or whatever. So.
Okay.
They make a good hot chocolate.
Oh, hot chocolate, you can never go wrong.
Yeah.
No matter where you go.
You can't mess up a hot chocolate.
Yeah. If you can, that's sad.
Yeah.
Okay. I've tried the hot chocolate. It's fine. But I have to say, and I apologize with all my American friends.
Okay, so Mexican hot chocolate.
You guys are doing hot chocolate wrong.
Yeah.
It's too sweet. It just tastes like sugar.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's
what
really
I like about it.
yeah.
That's so. I'm Colombian, and how we do hot chocolate is like, the what is it called, like the chocolate, not yeah, like chocolate bar. It doesn't have any sugar on it or anything.
Yeah.
And sometimes it has like a cinnamon flavor or something like that.
Delicious.
And then you put like, you put the milk on the burner or whatever, and then when it's really
Yeah.
hot, you put it, and then you like mix it, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
that, and then that's how you drink it. You can add a little bit of, sugar to make it, but it's not as thick and it's not nearly as sweet.
Right. Yeah.
So
I love hot chocolate with cinnamon.
Yeah.
I love both. It's just one is much faster to make with
That's
the hot
very
chocolate
fair.
packets that you just dump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to try like true with like the cacao bars or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just melt it down.
Yeah.
It's just
That's my mission
different.
for the day. That's what I'm gonna do. We have a show tonight that we're playing. And I'm not gonna go to it anymore.
We're just gonna make some hot
Just gonna make hot chocolate instead.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
I'll call the venue. Be like, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
you're also gonna bring some ketchup.
Yes.
Yeah, hot chocolate, ketchup. That's it.
Oh, that'd be fun to do in the wintertime though. Like serve
Ketchup,
hot chocolate.
Hot ketchup.
Hot ketchup. Oh, that's miserable. That's
Ah.
I
hate
know,
that.
right? Anyway.
Do you guys have any pre-show rituals?
Mine is just we personally, I think, just kind of like do our own thing. I get I have really bad stage fright. Like the first, I think, year, and we've only been playing now for like 2 years, but like the first year we played shows, I would like literally throw up or have a panic attack before every single show.
Yeah.
Like it was terrifying. So I usually go off by myself. I'll go like sit in the car and just kind of like, I'll either warm up or I'll just drink like tea, like hot tea or something, or just like try to not freak out about it. So what about you?
Can of Red Bull while I stretch, dry heave, and then go on stage.
Okay.
That's my pre-show ritual. Because neither of us drink, so it's like we
Yeah.
don't do like all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, while I'm doing my stretches, because you always have to limber up.
Yeah, especially when you're jumping around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I chug a whole can of Red Bull, and then I proceed to dry heave. So
It might be the
Our
Red
hearts are in
Bull.
great condition.
what was that?
It might be the Red Bull.
Yes.
It could be, probably. Yeah, it's not really
Yeah.
good for you. So yeah, about it.
So what's your favorite difference between, playing live and kind of recording a song, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, and it's also different playing live without an audience, and then because we've played for we did like a filmed thing as well for TV, and that's completely different from playing for like an audience. Because
Yeah, I feel like that was worse when we played a couple of songs live, like in like a TV studio,
yeah,
and it was almost like more terrifying.
Yeah, I just maybe it's just like the whole idea of like the camera and like a lot of people are looking at you versus just like you're in a small venue and like
And you can like see how many people are there,
or
and
not
stuff
even
like that.
because it's like dark.
Yeah.
Because like usually like I like it for me, like I can't really see the crowd because it's like super dark, but yeah, and it's loud too.
They could hear the reactions.
Yeah. So that I think I like playing live more than either doing a studio recording and obviously like whenever you're recording for like an album or a song in the studio, it's like you do it a million times. Well, at least Morgan does, but I don't. But like doing it over and over and over again is probably like really, really just annoying.
Yeah.
You get tired, right? So at least like live, it's one shot. If you mess up, you mess up, and then you're done. So in the studio, you just have to keep doing it until it sounds right. So
yeah. And then you hate the song because
Yeah.
you've sung it so many times, and you're like,
I don't want to
I
listen
will
to this
never
ever
hear
again.
this song for the rest of my life, and I'll be happy. And
Yeah.
then you go play it.
We go play it for 20 more shows.
Yeah.
And then, but that's another thing that we like to do live. It's like we always throw in like a cover, and try to mix it up and do something different. So it's not just like playing the same songs.
Yeah.
So one that is like a fan favorite is we do a cover of Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles.
But we make it heavy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that one's like a fan favorite, and then we do a mashup of Misery Business and Good For You.
Yeah.
That one's also a fan favorite. We just try to like, you know, do stuff that like people aren't like expect, like something fresh, you know. So
you guys were saying how you obviously in the studio you can record as many times. For example, for the guitar part, do you record like specific parts or do you try to record everything?
For me, because I don't know how to play bass, I usually just like I tell, you know, like I just hit record and then I just play the whole thing through.
Okay.
And then like, I might go back and like try to fix a couple parts, but I usually just just do it.
I think everybody's different because I know like Craig and Julian, they like they'll play little
sections.
Yeah.
They'll do like the verse and then the chorus, and then they'll do their solo, and they'll probably spend more time on the really complicated parts. Yeah, for me, I just the whole way through. So
I ask because it's funny because when I first started studying music, I thought that's how everyone recorded. You know, you have to play the whole thing, and then you know if you messed up, you do it again. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
No, that's the beauty of technology.
Yeah. And then
you can even go back and just fix like one note if you
know.
really wanted to. So
like when I started learning production, my teacher was like, "Oh no, like guitar and everything, they just record by parts and stuff like that." And there's people that even record like chords and then they just add. And I was like,
yeah,
my life is a lie.
Pretty much. You know, a lot of the times nowadays, like they don't. Yeah, they like you said, they play chords, or they even just use not even a real guitar.
Yeah.
It's just like a digital guitar.
But it was just like I was just like, oh, all my heroes are dead now.
we pretty much self-recorded all of our stuff like in our living room.
Yes.
Until the last 2 songs that we released, everything was still done in our living room except for the vocals. We went to an actual studio for the first time to record the vocals, and it was so weird, like because like in our apartment or something, like we just like are kind of just trying to figure it out as we go, and I'll do a verse and then I'll do a chorus or whatever. But then when we were in the studio, it was like we were going sometimes like word by word. Like they were like, okay, well this phrase was really good, but you know, this one word or something
sounded weird.
So let's go and re-sing that line just for the and. And it was so weird, but like it was like good because I understand why. But and then I see stuff on like TikTok for like really, really professional people where they'll do it like word by word. Each syllable is like from a different take and stuff like that. It's so wild.
Yeah. Like I said, everything is a lie.
Technology.
Yeah. So where do you guys see the band going in the next few years?
Probably get signed, get famous, and die of like a drug overdose.
Oh, love it. That's terrifying.
In my mansion pool, and then like I'm like 29 and like dead, but then
that's awful.
Oh damn.
Let's not put those vibes out there.
Well, at least we get like famous.
Let's not, none of those vibes. Okay. We're gonna erase all of those. That's all terrible.
I can't.
Let's not do that as our goal.
Okay.
We want to live long, happy lives.
Oh, some people
do. I think mostly we just kind of want to like keep doing what like we've been doing, like play more shows, travel more. If you know things continue to get better and like we get to do it to more people and stuff like that, then that's amazing. If not, you know, at least we're still doing like we're just happy doing what we're doing. So
I think like realistically, well, not realistically, but like it would be super awesome if we could do like a international tour just somewhere. I would love to do Australia.
Okay.
We want to go to Australia really
badly. So if we're able to do that in a couple years, that would be so awesome. And then just be able to like open up for one of our favorite artists. Like I think it would be cool to open up for like Stan Atlantic one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Those are the dreams.
yeah. So
Those are
hopefully
good dreams.
in a few years we'll be able to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then festival dates would be awesome too.
Yeah.
Just doing festivals, any kind, doesn't have to be big or small.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're doing one. That's our next show besides tonight. There's a local Denver festival that happens every year called Underground Music Showcase, and we're gonna play that. So we're excited.
First
That'll
time.
be fun.
Awesome. Yeah. So I think we have just one more question.
Yeah. So, what is the soundtrack of your life?
My phone just fell. Is that a ghost? No. Oh, sorry. It's ghosts. The soundtrack of my life is ghosts. Mostly, like, does it count? I don't know if this is like gonna actually be like a statement that makes sense, but I would say dogs barking or making little dog noises.
Yes.
Me making random stim noises. And yeah, our friends music. Does that count?
Yeah.
Mine. Okay, so you know the end credits to every SpongeBob episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the soundtrack to my. That's every
Okay.
day. Beep, boop, 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 boop. That's just what goes on in my head, at least. So yeah, I am a barely functioning human being. I am essentially a sponge.
Okay.
A pineapple under the sea.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
Yep.
So not like the title song or the theme song, just the end credits.
The end credits.
Yeah.
Just the end
Okay.
credits. Yeah.
He's just
So,
trying to end it every day, all the time.
pretty much.
But at least with fun. It's a fun sound.
I guess it's like excuse me. Anyway. Yeah.
He's
Soundtrack
like
to my-
dying over there. He's like,
Yeah, he's been sick. He's been sick for a couple weeks now. Not COVID. We've tested multiple times.
I don't know what it is, but it's just
It's just like lingering.
Yeah.
So-
I think there's something going around because like in my family and stuff, there's been people like that for like a month, and it doesn't stop. So
Don't stop coming.
Don't stop for me, I won't stop for me.
That's the soundtrack to my life. All Star by Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
That's
the Shrek soundtrack. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Including Shrek the musical?
No.
Okay. So just Shrek
Just the movies.
Just Shrek 1 through 3. No, like Shrek isn't like Shrek 4 like Shrek the musical?
No.
Is that Shrek 5?
Anyway,
Shrek
we're
on-
gonna talk about Shrek, not
Shrek on Ice.
wasting your time.
Okay, anyways. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming, talking to us. It's been
Yeah.
really, really fun to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. Before we go, do you guys want to share something else? You guys want to share your social media?
Yeah. So all of our tags should be at HRZN band. So at Horizon Band. Our website is horizonband.com. You can find all of our like upcoming shows, our merch. We like to do covers a lot. We'll put those on YouTube and everything like that if you want to listen to stuff, even if it's not our music. If you want to listen to music that you like, but our version of it. That's where
Okay.
you can find it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we're on Spotify, Apple Music,
All the things.
Yeah, MySpace. So seriously, we do have a MySpace page.
Yeah, we
but-
did it just for the meme.
Yeah, doesn't
Nice.
work. But we have a page, but
That's so funny. So funny. Okay, well, yeah. Thank you so much for coming, and we're excited to see the music that you guys have coming.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having us again.
And
Yeah,
good luck
of
with your
course.
show tonight.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be fun. So, well, have a great day, guys.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm so sorry for who I am.
Hey, listeners, go check it out and make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at STO Lives Podcast. Thanks for joining us.